Hey guys, Herblin here with another exciting episode of Neo Scavenger. Today's episode we're going to have to start a new character. Our previous character died alone, feeble, and wounded out in the middle of nowhere. Very cold, very brutal way to go. So today we're going to go with our strength, our melee. We're going to take the negative from metabolism as well as the insomniac negative, and we're going to pick up medic. And I think we're going to go with toughness this time as well, which should be a pretty interesting playthrough. So we're going to skip over this. We're going to use our... let's just use our melee and beat the shit out of it. So we took some damage. Our player's upper left arm was scratched and our head was pelted. So we dropped to a defensive stance as it burst into the room. The beast stands on its hind legs like a man, has the appearance of a ragged predatory dog. It looks right at you and shrieks with a sound that freezes your blood. Despite your fear, you put up a pretty good fight. You move like you've done this before and avoid most of its lunges. You even manage to deliver a blow that sends the beast reeling in a haze. Taking advantage of his distraction, you knock him to the ground and deliver a fatal blow with your knee. Though wounded, you're at least alive. So we were able to actually even to loot at that time to beat that thing up. So let's leave this building, take a look around, go back, and we'll grab that animal. But I believe we have... yeah, we can use our medic skill this time as well. And we're able to find something kind of interesting here in the form of a first aid kit. Let's empty this out and take a quick look at it. So this is going to come with some antibiotics. This has some more antibiotics. I'm going to throw them both in this container. Throw that back in there, throw the clean rags in there, and we'll carry this around in our hands. I don't think we need the extra pill container. If we bring up our crafting screen, we can use that in a piece of glass and cut this thing apart and get some meat out of it. Get something to eat. I know we don't really need any food right now, but let's just grab some for the sake of it. And we'll grab a shard of glass. And that should be good for now. And switch yourself to fighting with the shard. Come down to this little town here. As you approach the town, no sense of activity, buildings standing in ruin. The typical Neo Scavenger experience awaits us. Using our strength, we're kicking in doors, stumbling into a patch of black mold. Oh, that's brutal. This is off to a very bad start already. Come on, clothing, a weapon, nothing useful. Let's take a quick look at our medical screen here. So we're actually got some minor bleeding already going on. I'm going to throw this on there. And if I empty this out real quick, actually I can just use one for an immune system boost, since we did breathe in a bunch of that toxic mold, which probably isn't that great to breathe in. Let's continue. Let's climb up on top of this hill and we'll get a look around. So there's the remains of an old town down here. We'll scavenge around here. There's a bunch of old buildings. A destroyed office building we'll start with, again using our strength. We find something this time in, what is it? It's a DVD case, an old empty bottle, and some dirty rags. Not a good start. You know what, we'll fill this water bottle up though. There we go. So we've got a bottle of water. That's pretty cool, right? Let's check out the first crumbling apartment building. Using our strength, we kick in all the doors, and we stepped on a rotted floorboard. It accidentally skipped over that. Took some damage, basically. Using our strength, kicking in a door, no useful items, and our very last hit up on this block. Using our strength, there was absolutely nothing useful found. Oh, that's so frustrating. So, actually, let's just use this water. I'm gonna bring this glass bottle along, and I'm gonna use that as a weapon, because that's better than... oh, you know what? I should have put the water in the glass bottle, and then it would have had a double purpose. Oh well. Let's take a look. So we're bleeding again from stumbling through that floorboard. Let's use our clean rags, cover that blood up a little bit. Our immune system boost, we're freezing, and we're barefoot. Ooh. Oh, hey, there's a good line of sight. We see another town area up ahead. Let's take a look in here. There's a couple of abandoned apartment buildings. Using our strength, checking through things, we find nothing. Oh, come on. This is going to be so bad. Up ahead, it looks like there's some sort of an abandoned car. Okay, so this is a sleeping bag car. I guess it just, every playthrough gives you a sleeping bag now. Very useful. Very useful indeed. So we've got an old sleeping bag, and we happen to have a old shopping bag as well. Does this fit? No, it does not. But this does. then we can actually toss this in there and we can carry this around with us that way. Oh hey, we can throw glass inside the old bottle too. Extra glass if we ever have to butcher anything. So let's go back into our scavenge mode here. Check out the last apartment building using our strength. We break in and we find a bunch of goodies. We found some pants, so we can finally wear pants. We got a right boot, 2 right shoes. We're gonna, whatever. There. Who cares? I know it's not the right feet, but I don't care. We have shoes on, and that's what really matters today. Don't have anywhere to fit this, do we? Yeah, it isn't gonna fit there. So let's just use this. You know, let's just drink this, and we'll put this little bit of water in here. Oh, let's take that out first. What the hell? How is this gonna work? So we put that. Do we just bring it down? Oh, okay, there we go. So we got that. We got a Fairgrounds t-shirt. For some reason it didn't go on. There we go. Got a t-shirt and we got some old glass. We'll throw that in the shopping bag. A scrap of tin foil. Pretty cool stuff. Can always have more of that. A new shopping bag. And a small bit of kindling, which we'll throw in a pocket just in case we happen to find a lighter, which have proven to be extremely rare the last couple playthroughs. So we got some shitty shoes on. Keep our feet a little bit warm, and we got some shorts. Cool stuff. So let's end this turn. There's nothing left to scavenge here, so we'll head up this next little area. There's an abandoned apartment building here. Using our strength yet again, nothing at all found. This is so frustrating sometimes. It's such a roulette with your life in this game. Just a big chance maybe you'll find something, maybe you won't. Looks like we've got an old flashlight here, some water, but nothing that we can use so far. Nothing, no lighters, no batteries in it, nothing like that. So there's more pop here. Soda, let's take that. We'll take our old scrap of foil, throw that into the pile there. There was more glass, but I think glass piles in stacks of 5. Yeah, it does. Newspaper. Lice the beach and then you die of smallpox. Charleston South authorities said Tuesday investigating 12 new smallpox cases, including one that has been linked to an emergency landing of a private watercraft in the Atlantic. A number of the reported cases involve visitors to the South Carolina beaches. Dr. Suno Reddy, senior medical officer at South Carolina Health Department, has ordered a general curfew of all beaches in the area until an investigation into the causes can be conducted. Interesting. But useless. Overall useless. Let's climb up this little hill before we die. We've got blisters on our feet. We're going to be moving a lot slower now. Oh no. So we're into this little town. There's a big abandoned office tower. Let's use our strength, take a look around in there. We found another medical kit. Let's empty this out, empty that out, and we'll take these pills with us. Ooh, did we leave our old one behind? We did. That could have been bad. So we've got... yeah, we did leave our old pills behind. That's so strange. I don't know why I did that. We've got a whiskey bottle full of whiskey. Probably not the greatest thing to bring along, to be honest, but... Oh, we didn't lose that. Okay, no, I'm just an idiot. It's all in the first aid kit. You know what? We don't need all this stuff in here. What we can do... let's empty this out. We don't need to be lugging around a whole first aid kit with us. We're not provisioned for that. Let's bring this with us, because I think we can use it to clean up rags as we go too. Now we've still got room. Let's throw this in the old bag up here, and we've still got room for 2 more things. I think we really need in there. I mean, an old broken bottle isn't even gonna fit actually. We could bring the pill container. For now, we'll throw it out if we need to. That way we get to carry the whiskey with us, and we can carry the broken old bottle in our pocket for now too. Very cool. Alright, so that looks like everything that we're going to get out of that. Let's end this turn. Anything else that we can scavenge out here? It's got some dogs in the area. Let's check out the storage shed real quick using our strength. Kicking in the door, nothing at all found. Abandoned apartment building, again using our strength. Who cares about noise? Busted knuckles. Well, forcing open a promising looking container. Your hand slips, leaving you with a sore hand. It's nothing serious, but it's hampered your scavenging efforts for now. No useful items found this time, and your activity likely alerted nearby creatures, so those dogs have probably hurt us. They're going to hightail it out of here. There's a guy kind of creeping up behind us as well. Let's check out this old apartment building. He's already hurt us, so we're not going to really save a lot on trying to keep it quiet at this point. I think we've already done this. Oh good, we've got stuck in an opening. We'll try to access a blocked room. You get stuck in crawling through an opening in the debris. Manage to wriggle free, but you lose quite a bit of time in the ordeal. Nothing useful found. Okay, let's end turn. What's this guy going to do? Is he going to come up? Yeah, he's coming right up on us. So this guy has a flashlight. We're crashing from our caffeine high. Blisters on our feet. Let's charge at him. Yeah, let's charge at him. So we're exposed, and he's charging at us. That's scary. So he's ready to fight us too. He's got a flashlight to beat us with. So we hit him with the bottle. He's parrying. We tried to attack him with the bottle and we missed. Now we've got a broken bottle. Pretty good. Our Wolverine black whiskey bottle has fallen apart. So we've lost our water if there was any left in there. We're going to swing that at him, but we miss again. And our broken bottle fell apart. So we're into punching now. This guy's got a flashlight. He's got the advantage. He's trying to retreat from us, but he's not able to get away. Let's chase him down. Let's go for the punch. Oh, we hit him in the stomach. He's still trying to just run off. He's still running. Let's chase after him with our blistered feet. Maybe this guy's got some shoes that we can use. Player crushed Bad Mother's lower right leg. We punched him. Like, that's really hard if you're chasing somebody to punch them in the leg. Maybe it's just that I'm very tall in real life. I mean, I'm a tall guy. I can't imagine reaching down and just punching somebody in the leg, especially while I'm chasing them. So he's stunned, unable to move. We're going to catch up on him. He's bleeding from our punch, I guess. Punch him again. We punch him in the chest and he's coughing up blood. We must be very strong to be making this guy cough up blood. He's parrying now. He's dodging. We miss him. Punching at him again. Miss. This guy's really moving around. Missing again and again. There we go. Smacked him in the lower chest with a punch, and he died due to acute bleeding in the lungs. That is awful. We must be super, like, just brutally strong, I swear. So this guy had a bunch of goodies, like a little trick-or-treat bag. Let's use this meat. There's some water here. Oh, there's just old shards of glass. Let's fill that up. This isn't going to fit in there. This will fit here, though. You know what? We don't need to be carrying around kindling. It's so easy to find more of. So let's take the water bottle with us instead. Anything else in here? Anything else cool? A rag shoe. Is that better to bring with us? I don't know. Ooh. Doesn't make a difference. Oh well. We tried. It's another rag shoe. You'd think with blisters on your feet, like you're wearing the wrong sided shoe, you might want to go with the rag even. But who knows? In a situation like that, who really knows? Fill up our clean rags. This guy happened to have some clean rags on him. We're not going to eat them just yet. We're not at that point. Some pieces of an old newspaper. Scrap of paper saying that we can make a shotgun with a strap with a screwdriver, medium threads, mechanical parts, and a 12-gauge shotgun without a strap. So it's a kind of interesting crafting recipe, something that we might be able to put to the test in the future. Maybe, maybe not. Let's end this turn up, see if there's anything that we missed looting on. Nothing. Let's go after these dogs if we can. Let's search for these dogs. Yeah, there they are. What do we got? We just got punches. Let's charge at them. So the dog's trying to run away from us, which is really strange. We punched the dog in the arm. I don't know. We fell over chasing the dog and it got away. That's too bad. Nope. And we died. Excellent. We died. We froze to death. chasing a dog in the woods looking for food, we froze to death. That is brutal. We literally went after a dog thinking, hey, here's a potential food source. Here's a potential, maybe we'll get some fur and some warmth out of it. I don't know. Really, I just wanted to go kill it because it was there, I guess. So we survived 12 and a half hours, not even quite. And we died starving or freezing to death. We were good on everything else, but I guess we contracted gastroenteritis, something. We caught some kind of weird shit, and we died from it. We're skilled in hand-to-hand combat, and we beat the shit out of some people, and we chased a dog, and we punched it in the arm and fell over, and it got away from us. Now we're dead, and we got tired after we died, I guess. That's whatever. Anyways, that was an interesting playthrough. I guess we'll be starting fresh on the next one. I'm not going to get into a brand new character on the same episode quite yet, but definitely we'll continue with this game. I'm really loving playing this game. Leave a like, a comment below. Really helps me out. Any kind of feedback, let me know what you guys are thinking, anything you guys want to see me try out a little differently. And if you're really feeling it, subscribe to my channel. Helps me out so much. Thank you guys so much for watching, though, and until next time.